Hey guys, welcome back to the Rexstraw Boys. Look, I've hunted with 30-06 all year and killed plenty of deer. I put it through every test I could throw at it and it never let me down. Then I went and bought me a 300 Win Mag. I took both of them to the range, shot groups, ran the water jugs, put them through the chronograph. And to be honest with you, what I found out is not what most people are going to tell you. We are breaking down all 5 categories today, and I'm giving you my honest verdict. Let's get into it. Okay, so here's what I'm working with today. On one side, the 30-06 Springfield. Today I will be shooting 165 grain Hornady SST American Whitetail tipped. On the other side, I will be shooting a 300 Win Mag using the 180 grain Federal Fusion bullets. Now, I need y'all to hold on to something and hang on to it till the end of the video because this is important. My 300 Winchester Magnum is running a 20-inch barrel. That matters. And that matters a whole lot. And we're going to talk about exactly how that changes the entire conversation. Both groups were shot at 100 yards, both of which being realistic hunting distances, and that's what we need for around here. Here are the 5 categories for the scorecard today. 1, recoil. 2, accuracy. 3, water displacement. 4, numbers and ballistics. And 5, accessibility. Each category will get a winner, and at the end of the video, the scorecard will let you know which rifle won. Now, enough of me rambling. Let's get down to brass tacks. All right, accuracy test first. 2 3-shot groups with both rifles at 100 yards. The 30-06 goes first. All right, up next, 2 3-shot groups. All right, guys, let's do first 3-shot group, target to the left. Y'all, I think something astounding just happened. I'm gonna have to go look. I gotta let the barrel cool anyway. But something just happened. All right, let's get back to it with the second 3-shot group. Oh my gosh. It doesn't matter what you've been looking at my technique. Look, finger's still on the trigger, by the way. Whoa! Same point of impact too. There's no point of impact shift. Half-inch groups, both times. Identical. Now, I want you to understand something. That ain't just luck. I've been running the 30-06 for a little over a year now, so I know what it appreciates and I know what it likes. And half-inch groups at 100 yards is not something that I've never seen out of this rifle before. It's almost the standard if you choose the right bullet. That is literally a sub-MOA rifle doing exactly what a sub-MOA rifle should be doing. Now, the 300 Win Mag, and I have to be honest and come clean about something. I did not measure the size of these groups with a caliber. I was so worried about the camera and being blown off a stand that I forgot to cut y'all on. I have done my first 3-shot group, so we're currently gonna go down there and look at it, but luckily, the GoPro down there was on. All right, target to the left. I'm sorry I didn't have y'all on the first time. Y'all are on now. Hopefully I don't go flying off because this thing does release a lot of gas with this brake on it.
That's ridiculous.
It's a lot of gas.
For you.
Yeah, but I've been beat up raw dogging a 30-06, so. Hey. Ooh. Okay. This gun shoots
This gun shoots.
But I do know what I was looking at, and those groups were running just a little below an inch, if not right at an inch, which is not bad. I want to be clear about something. There's absolutely nothing wrong with those groups either. A sub MOA rifle is a sub MOA rifle, period. Now, I'm going to be real nitpicky here, and I told you I was going to be honest, so here it is. The 30-06 groups were tighter. That is what the target showed me. I'm also newer to this rifle, and I have not put nearly as many rounds down range as I have my 30-06. And familiarity will show up in your groups whether you like it or not. Accuracy, point, 30-06. Now, on to my favorite test. Water jugs! Now, I'm going to be honest with you, and this is probably going to be one of the most important things about this video. I didn't catch either one of the bullets. Not the 30-06, not the 300 Winchester Magnum. Both of them went completely through the water.
All right, carnage in 3, 2, 1. All right, y'all know what comes next. I give you a little countdown and we get to have us some Mississippi redneck kind of fun. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, heck yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, the bullet expanded. I mean, who else is not surprised?
Now, what does that tell me? It simply tells me that both of these rounds have enough terminal performance to use on an animal. There is nothing lacking to each one of these cartridges in their capability to be able to put animals down. A water jug is not going to stop a 165 grain SST or a 180 grain Federal Fusion. And honestly, it shouldn't. Both of these are hunting bullets that are designed to expand and be nearly explosive on impact. I'm calling this category a draw. Both of these guns have plenty of muscle to get the job done. They're both almost equal. Both rounds are more than enough gun. Nothing wrong with that. Up next is recoil, and this is the part where I want to be as most upfront with you as possible. The reason that I bought the 300 Winchester Magnum to begin with is because it was equipped with a muzzle brake at the end of it. That was the plan going in, right off the shelf with a muzzle brake. Naturally, a 300 Win Mag typically has more recoil than I would want to manage being at the range all day. But with the muzzle brake, the 300 Win Mag just shoots better than the 30-06. Not even just on paper. You can noticeably see it in the shooting bench. It just shoots easier because there's less recoil than the 30-06 with the muzzle brake. Now, here's the rest of the story. If you give a regular 300 Win Mag to somebody that doesn't have a muzzle brake, this would be a different conversation that we would be having right now. But with the setup that I'm running, the 300 Win Mag just simply has less recoil. Therefore, the point for recoil in this test goes to the 300 Win Mag. Real quick, y'all, I want to shout out our channel sponsor, 601 Outdoor Scents. This is a Mississippi company owned by a Mississippi man, and to be honest with you, they backed us before we were anything. That means everything to us. They make cover scents, attractants, synthetic deer lures, stuff that actually works in the field. Go show them some love. Support a local small business. Links down in the description. All right, let's get back at it. Now, before I break down the scorecard, I do have a question to ask. Are you a 300 Winchester Magnum person or are you a 30-06 person? Leave a comment down below which one you shoot in the field. Even if it's not these two specific cartridges, I'd love to hear what it is that you shoot. I read every comment and I'd love to hear from you as well. All right, scorecard time. Let's go through every category. Category 1, accuracy, point 30-06. Half-inch groups against almost 1-inch groups. Both of these rifles are both sub-MOA, and I want to be clear about that. But the 30-06 was tighter, and I have more familiarity with it, so that point goes to the 30-06. 2, water displacement. Draw. Both of them went completely through the water jugs. Neither one of these rounds lack terminal performance on deer, and even bigger. Both of them are enough gun, and the water jug proved it. There's no winner here. It's a draw. Both of these rounds are going to do exactly what you want them to do in the field. Category 3, numbers and ballistics. My chronograph told me this when I was at the range. 300 Win Mag, 180 grain Federal Fusion, 20-inch barrel, 2706 feet per second. 2926 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. My 30-06 165 grain Hornady SST was 2930 feet per second, and that's 3144 foot-pounds of energy at the muzzle. On this test with these particular loads, the 30-06 simply is hitting harder and faster. Now, I'm going to be real with y'all. I'm still working on finding my Ruger America Gen 2's pick when it comes to what ammunition it's going to want to like and what it doesn't. There is factory ammunition out there that's going to run considerably hotter than the stuff that I tested it with today. And when I find it, I will absolutely do a follow-up video for these two rifles. But what I can do is only report on what I tested, and for numbers and ballistics, surprisingly, with a 22-inch barrel versus a 20-inch barrel, the 30-06 takes the point. Category 4, accessibility. Walk into any store in Mississippi that sells ammunition, whether that be a feed store, Walmart, Academy, wherever you may go, you will find 30-06 ammo in that store. Plus, the price per round is more manageable than a 300 Win Mag. The 300 Winchester Magnum is out there though, I'm not going to lie to you, it's there too. But what I will say is this, you will pay more for each round of ammunition, and it's not as universally stocked. Point, 30-06. Category 5, recoil. Point, 300 Winchester Magnum. With that muzzle brake, it is much easier and more pleasant to shoot than the 30-06. All right, final scorecard. 30-06 has 3 points. There's 1 draw, and then 300 Winchester Magnum has 1 point. So your winner, drum roll, is the 30-06. Now, here's what I need you to understand. I'm not saying that the 300 Winchester Magnum is a bad round for you to use. I bought one, so I better mean what I just said. Both of these rifles are sub-MOA. Both of these rounds will absolutely tear the crap out of a water jug. Both of them will put deer down, and they ain't a daggum thing wrong with either one of them. But east of the Mississippi down here where shots are a little bit closer, you want a more versatile cartridge, it's going to be the 30-06 instead of 300 Win Mag. It's been around for 120 years this year and it ain't going nowhere. Now, if you're heading out west where the shots gets a little bit further and the game gets bigger, 300 Winchester Magnum would be a viable option for you to legitimately look into. Put a muzzle brake on the end of that 300 Winchester Magnum and see what I'm talking about with how pleasant it becomes. And I will tell you this, once I find the appropriate ammo to run out of my 300 Winchester Magnum, I'm most definitely coming back and redoing this video. But if you're going to ask me which one I'm going to put in my truck come the first day of deer season, it's going to be the 30-06. I'm still going to hunt with the 300 Winchester Magnum, but my still preferred cartridge is still 30-06. I've had it for a little over a year now, and it has done me very, very well. All right, y'all, that's going to do it for today. If you got anything out of this video, leave a comment down below. Trust me, I read every comment, and I have a feeling that after today's video, the comment section is going to be very interesting for me to read. I know that you have an opinion. I would love to hear it. Guys, if this is the first time you're watching, it's nice to meet you. If this is not the first time you're watching, it's good to see y'all again. I hope that you're doing good on your side of the camera. Going into a new weekend, so guys, please stay safe, and I hope everybody has a fantastic day. There's more shenanigans coming up from the Rextraw boys, but until then, I guess for now,